What's up? What it do? And we back with another video. What's happening, y'all? What's good? What's good? So check this out. Got a video for y'all today that we gonna watch. All right. So it's June 13th coming up. You know what I mean? June 13th coming up, and I feel like I gotta do my due diligence and give our culture. You know what I mean? Just like any other culture, when they holidays coming up, they do the same thing. They show reverence. They show love. You know what I mean? And that's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing. Shout out to all my black people, you know what I mean? June 13th, man, you know what I mean? Shout out to y'all. Not saying I'm not saying I, you know what I mean, hate or dislike any other race. I'm just shouting out my people now because it's a special time for us right now. But that's what I'm gonna do. You feel me? Check this out. So this video here, yeah. I think everybody gonna like this video because everybody can relate to this video. If you have eaten any black food, anybody by somebody that cooked that's black, it's for you too. It's for you too. You gotta watch this video too. All right, you can relate. All right, so check this out. Remember, like, comment, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, under the subscribe button, and let's go in and jump into it, y'all.
In the heart of African American culinary traditions lies a rich tapestry woven with flavors, history, and resilience. It's a cuisine born from struggle and survival and tells a story far deeper than its delicious dishes. It's a story that stretches across continents and centuries, from bustling markets of West Africa to sprawling plantations of the American South. So, join us today while we chronicle the history and legacy of soul food. And if you like
Yeah,
stories like this,
so
you can find more
exactly.
stories like this at
Yes,
onemichistory.com. And if you like
yes, that's what we're talking about today, y'all. Shout out to One Mic History. Yeah, shout out to them, man, cause they be pumping out some good videos. You ain't mean. I ain't gonna lie, they really do. And like I said, yes, we're talking about soul food today. Yes, sir, ski. That's what we're talking about today.
audio only episodes, you can find my podcast wherever you get your podcast. But without further ado, let's get started. Soul food is more than a type of cooking. It is a symbol of Black culture. This cuisine traces its roots back to the agriculture and culinary traditions of enslaved Africans in the American South. It includes dishes like fried chicken, collard greens, cornbread, black-eyed peas, known for their comfort and rich flavors. Soul food is not only about providing nourishment, but is a symbol of community, cultural pride, and identity over generations. But
Yeah, that
beyond
fried
this
chicken,
taste, soul
boy.
food has
Hey,
played a crucial
hey, that
role
fried.
in American
Hey,
cuisine, influencing dining
uh,
habits and
hey,
spotlighting
man. Say,
Black.
man, that fried chicken, boy. I'm talking about, boy. You be in the front in the camp, to my living room, ready to get busy. I'm talking about fried chicken and broke up many dinners. I'm telling you, what? Play with it you want to. That my piece of chicken. No, what? Man, come on, man. Fried chicken has started so many arguments. Don't put that beside my fried chicken, making my chicken all soggy. Man, fried chicken has started so many fights, man. Why I can't get no hot sauce today? Why everybody eat up all the hot sauce in the house? Because I can't eat my chicken without hot sauce. If I drop my chicken, I'm putting the 3 second rule on it, maybe the 5 second rule on it before I pick it up and eat it. Yeah, I'm talking about. I can go all day with chicken, man. Listen to me, man. Hey, say, man, chicken has started so many. Boy, hey, can't go wrong with chicken, man. Chicken, like, hey, I feel like chicken is the number one food, number one dish, man. Chicken in the U.S. Chicken, fried chicken, especially in the black home. We eat chicken so many ways: fried, baked, boiled, sizzle. Name it. We done it. Saute. We done it all with chicken. You know what I mean? Y'all better stop playing with her. Love that chicken.
Heritage, the recipes and techniques that they have been passed down through generations, each telling a story of adaptation and perseverance. As soul food spread from
Yes,
its seven
sir. Them
origins, it
black eyed
became a
peas,
cherished
man.
part
Yeah,
of
with that
America's
cornbread.
diverse
Use them
culinary
hands.
scene,
Stop playing.
inspiring chefs and food lovers everywhere. Let's start at the beginning. Born from West African culinary traditions, the staples of West African farming societies included grains, yams, legumes, vegetables, and some meats, elements that are closely aligned to soul food's basics. Western African regions had preferences for different starches, including rice, millet, sorghum, and yams. Fishing was crucial along the coast and interior rivers,
Can I get to the
contributing
yams?
significantly to their diet. Traditional West African cooking methods included frying, smoking, baking with ash, roasting over a fire, and boiling in water, many of
Told you.
which are staples of soul food today. Seasoning pastes were commonly used to enhance the flavor and the color of meats and showcase the shared culinary practice between Western Africa and the Americas. Culinary knowledge was passed down orally since there was no written cookbooks before European contact, and the Columbian exchange, which brought Europe and Asia and the new world crops like maize and plantains to Western Africa, were skillfully incorporated to their already rich cuisine. So, during the transatlantic slave trade, enslaved Africans would bring their culinary traditions with them to the Americas, laying the groundwork for what would become soul food. Their culinary framework was centered around savory sauces and stews served on top or with a starch, embodying a resilient and adaptive approach to cooking despite their harsh conditions. The basic diet of the enslaved was extremely limited. It often consisted of the three M's: meat, meal, or molasses, with corn serving as the staple crop. They creatively used the ingredients they had to produce nourishing meals, such as sweetening cornbread with molasses, which they would call long sweetened. And despite these limited rations and being provided the least desirable cuts of meat, the enslaved demonstrated resourcefulness by transforming their least desirable cuts into flavorful dishes. They mastered slow cooking techniques and used flavors like onions and garlic and peppers to tenderize tough cuts of meat while infusing them with rich flavors.
All right, so we're gonna stop right there for a minute, y'all. Now, look, I'm not trying. Look, I'm just speaking on how I feel about my people. So I do feel like we great. I feel like we possess so much power. We do a lot. If we just sit down and really notice what we do for ourselves and how we push the culture of human being, humanity, we do a lot. You feel me? With ease. All right. Through the genetics and all that good stuff, we up there. You know what I mean? We do pretty good for ourselves, for our race. But now, just like when they said God, you know what I mean, made wine turn grapes into wine. Yeah, I feel like we the same way, man. I feel like we the same way. You can give us anything, man. We're gonna turn it into something good that's gonna last forever. You hear me? How long have wine been around since that happened? How long have wine been around since that happened? Just like soul food. How long have soul food been around? How long have chitlins been around? Even I don't eat that stuff. How I know people that eat it. You know, I done been in homes where they put onions in their chitlins. You don't even smell it like that. We didn't got so good with it and so creative with it to where you can kill the smell, man. Like that's something powerful, man. And I ain't gonna lie, like even when I'm cooking, people know me. I don't use no kind of measurement utensils or none of that stuff. I go straight from the hip with it. You know what I mean? I cook with love. I cook with positivity. You know what I mean? Good energy. So when you taste it, it tastes good. No lie. Like anybody that been around and seen me in the kitchen or on that grill, I get busy. And sometimes I ain't gonna lie. Sometimes I do have to call my mama. Like, mama, hey, how you do this? How you do that? You know what I mean? To get it how I want her, how she used to do it. But sometimes it don't still taste like her food because of course the time different, food different, the recipe's a little bit different. So that's that's a locked recipe forever. You know, my mama, she always cooked them recipes. They always gonna be locked because the quality is different. But I still try to mimic it. And let me tell y'all, man, she was the same way. She didn't really use measuring. She didn't use measuring cups and stuff like that. It was all natural because it came down from her grandma, from our ancestors. You know what I mean? Who did this already? You know what I mean? That's just how it is, man. It just passed down, and I'm really thankful for that trait on knowing how to cook. I'm glad that it was passed down to me because I love to cook. I love to see, you know what I mean, happy faces when I'm cooking. I love to hear that, damn, babe, that's good. You know what I mean? Damn, bro, you know how to cook. Like, okay, son, I see you, you know what I mean, hearing the different people say that to me, you know what I mean? That make me feel good. And that's what they did. That's the same thing they did. They threw them straps, had that. And they still made something out of it to what now they want it. They paying top dollars for it now. That is part of our food. That's part of what we eat. That's part of our diet now. You know what I mean? Come on, man. Great.
This fusion of African culinary traditions with available ingredients and cooking methods from the Americas led to unique dishes reflective of their diverse cultural influences. For example, gumbo from southern Louisiana showcases African, French, Spanish, and Native American elements, with okra serving as a thickening agent akin to its use in Western Africa. The enslaved would often supplement their meager diets by foraging and hunting and tending to small gardens. Leafy green vegetables like collards and turnip greens provided essential nourishment, while black-eyed peas served as a crucial protein source. They also would introduce hot and spicy sauces and oils that would add depth and complexity to their meager meals. After the Civil War, newly emancipated African Americans adapted their traditional diets to the changing post-emancipation landscape. Many became sharecroppers and rent farmers, which influenced their access to food. Cornmeal became a staple used in cornbread and hush puppies, and often paired with collard greens. And again, with limited economic resources.
And yeah, I'm that too. Hush puppy. I think hush puppy should have been like a dish that was made with cornbread with greens and black-eyed peas, man. Just the texture and the taste of it. I think I wonder how did hush puppies and fish got together and made that combination. Like who co-signed that and made that what it is, because that it's not a good. It's kind of a weird mixture, to be honest with you, because we use well, not we, but a lot of us use light bread. You know what I mean? That sliced bread, we use that instead of cornbread for our hush. Like, you rarely see anybody at a cookout doing hush puppies in a deep fryer. You know what I mean? They gonna get a loaf of bread. Ooh, you pass that out. You put that bread, you put that hot fish on top of that bread. Let that bread, man, come on, man. Let that bread grab that grease and them seasonings. Lord have mercy. Hear me. Please, Lord. Man, you talking about some good food, some good eating, man. You know what? I might cook some today. I ain't gonna look. I love salmon. I ain't gonna lie. Fried salmon bites with some sweet potato fries with some honey on top, salt and pepper. Oh, Lord have mercy. You talking about some good food? But anyway, yeah, like I said, yeah, hush puppies should be more on the soul food side with the green. Back to the video.
They relied on inexpensive ingredients and less desirable cuts, such as those of chitlins and ham hocks. Pork would grow in prominence and become a mainstay through farming and hog butchering practices. This post-war period allowed African Americans to reclaim their culinary heritage, with black-eyed peas, collards, and pork dishes becoming emblematic of their culture. As economic opportunities changed, it gradually led to the diversification of available food, and the black church would emerge as a central community hub where church gatherings and suppers became important social events where culinary skills were showcased and reinforcing traditions and strengthening communal ties. As black folks migrated out of the South, they carried their Southern cooking traditions nationwide, contributing to the establishment of a diverse range of culinary offerings. African Americans also started open restaurants and food businesses, utilizing their skills that they had developed during enslavement. They specialized.
Straight hustlers. I'm telling you, look at that, hustlers. We always know how to make, man. I'm telling you, we make a way. We always make a way. You feel me? And that's why that was my first tattoo I got on my arm right here. If y'all can see my tattoos, bro, I got a few tattoos on my body. You know what I mean? I'm on so like anyway. Tattoo right here, first one. Either I find a way or make one. It's a fact. You know what I mean? And that's something I made up. That's something that came from the heart. You know what I mean? Because what I was going through at the time. You know what I mean? That kept me motivated. It kept me pushing. You know what I mean? To knowing that, hey, one day this shit gonna be all right, bro. You just gotta keep going, man, and don't let nothing stop you. You know what I mean? And that's what it's just in us. You know what I mean? It's in everybody, to be honest with you. It's in everybody. You gotta dig deep and find it. And when you do, you know when you feel it, when you got it, you feel it and you see the results of you digging deep and really trying to find that better you. You know what I mean? But yeah, boy, I'm trying to tell you, man. I'm trying to tell you, look at them beards. You hear me? Yes, sir. Ski them beards. I'm talking about, boy, yo. Love my people, man. Then like look at the attitude, all that good stuff, man. Come on, man. Come on, boy.
Barbecue, fried chicken, and fried fish, which would solidify their place in African American culture.
Have you ever heard content creators say, comment the word burgers below and I'll send you over something for free? And then
This movement sparked an evolution of soul food as these migrants adapted traditional soul food dishes to their new urban environments. Fish fries became popular in an area abundant with freshwater fish like the Great Lakes, while interactions with different ethnic groups introduced new techniques and new ingredients to the cuisine. The urban influence led to the development of down home cooking, a culinary expression that helped African Americans maintain their connection to their roots. Street vendors and black owned restaurants played an essential role in providing familiar Southern favorites, helping nurture
Copycat,
a sense of
man.
community, while grocery stores began stocking Southern foods. So, as we move forward into the civil rights movement, this is where you would see the emergence of the term soul food, infusing traditional Southern cooking with racial pride and political significance. This new label symbolized a step away from regional descriptors like Southern or down.
And not only that, y'all, they call it soul food, and look who invented the food. Like I said, y'all, it's so, man. I'm telling you, man. Like if you just really sit down and just think, man, and just like, are we the chosen ones for real? For real? Sometimes I really feel like we are the chosen ones, man. Just our history. Even though it's not being taught and shown in the books who we are and what we do, I really feel like we are the chosen people deep down inside. Like we got our own category of food, and to keep it real, we have our hands in all categories of food, all categories. Our food is everywhere, all over the world. Man, we so powerful, man. We so powerful, y'all. We so powerful. We just gotta sit and just dig deep and help each other up, pull each other up. You know what I mean? And really dig. You know what I mean? And go and keep pushing this thing forward because we got some work to do out here as a community, y'all, as a black community, man. Because we got a lot that we didn't done a lot, and we don't get the credit for it from the other from those people, those certain type of people. But a lot of other cultures give us our kudos. You know what I mean? They show love, but we shouldn't have to seek validation from nobody but ourselves and just give our true self. And then we get something out of that that's cool, but not just going to beg for approval. You know what I mean? Because that's not what it is, man. Be yourself, be happy. In this day and age, ain't nobody really caring about that. You know what I mean? Trying to dance under the sun now. Everybody just pretty much just be yourself. And if you cut out for it, you cut out for it. If you ain't, you ain't.
Home cooking and instead fostered a sense of black solidarity. Soul food connected African American heritage to a broader culinary identity, and dishes like neck bones and chitlins and turnip
Ooh, that
greens
look
and
good.
fried chicken not only became culinary staples but icons of black pride and unity. Eating these foods became a form of edible black power that celebrated and affirmed black culture. However, soul food was not without its criticisms and challenges. Class divisions shaped the reception of soul food, as some wealthier black individuals often regarded soul food as merely a fad, referring to traditional terms such as down home cooking. Black Panther Eldridge Cleaver criticized the idea of soul food being empowering, suggesting that it instead serves as a mocking slogan of the black bourgeoisie. Health concerns also arose due to the cuisine's high fat, high sugar, high salt content, often linking it to poverty. Additionally, the commercialization and co opting of soul food pose additional challenges. The innovation of African American fine dining has sometimes mischaracterized it as inauthentic, while other restaurants that don't serve soul food staples are criticized. Media portrayals often confiscate the different aspects of black cuisine with this legacy of being a slave food, raising questions of whether or not it perpetuates stereotypes. And soul food spread was also resisted by some conservative whites who saw it as the domain of black people or black people food. Yet, the
And that is true too. Even though it's soul food and we created it, we kind of like, you know what I mean, pushed it to the forefront. It still is unsafe. It is unsafe, but you can also make soul food to where it's healthier. Just cut back on the seasoning a little bit. Cut back on the type of meat you're cooking and stuff like that. But yeah, you can make it healthy. You just gotta sacrifice that flavor. You know what I mean? The heavy flavor, the heavy flavor. That's just pretty much what it is. Not only that, when you eat soul food, it's just a different feel. It's like something really get inside you and just make you feel away. You know what I mean? Just make you feel away, for real. When you eat that good food, that's how you know that you know what I mean? Yeah. Anyway, he's true though. That's true. Hey, that shit good though. That's just hard to turn loose when you eat that soul food for real.
Despite these challenges, the rise of soul food symbolizes cultural identity, pride, and resistance. And today, soul food stands at a bit of a crossroads, balancing its preservation with its rich heritage with the need to address modern health concerns. Its journey echoes the complex history and the cultural identity of African Americans, reflecting a connection to both its past and a vision for the future. The contemporary soul food scene is marked by simultaneous celebration of tradition and innovation. This movement emerges where upscale dining establishments reinterpret traditional African American dishes, blending nostalgia with modern culinary trends and health concerns. The health conscious approach is increasingly prevalent as chefs and home cooks aim to reduce fat and salt content found in soul food. Some establishments have even moved away from the soul food label, opting a return to down home.
Bro, I don't know what that is, but it sure look good.
Or
I
even
see a
vegan
chicken
soul
leg,
to
look like
highlight their healthier options. The rise of vegetarian and vegan soul food further expands the accessibility of the cuisine while aligning it
Oh,
with
that's them
broader
yams.
plant-based diets. Contemporary soul food also embraces global influence and fusion cuisines. As Americans become more culturally diverse, chefs have incorporated flavors and techniques from other regions while honoring the spirit of soul food. Additionally, there is an emphasis on fresh, local, and seasonal ingredients and moving away from processed foods and inexpensive cuts that characterize earlier versions of these dishes. Soul food remains a powerful staple of the Black community
Undefeated,
and continues
baby.
to showcase our ability to adapt and stay resilient, and in that way mimics the African American story as a whole. Thank you. This has been One My Black History. I'm your host, Country Boy. If you like stories like this, you can find more stories like this at onemichistory.com. If you like audio-only episodes, you can find my podcast wherever you get your podcasts. I'd like to thank all my financial contributors. Without you, none of this could be possible. I love you all. Peace.
All right. That was a good, wholesome, full soul food video. You hear me? I think he did pretty good with the presentation of that video right there. That was some dope stuff right. How you put that together. One mic, shout out, my boy. My boy, shout out. But yeah, check this out, y'all. That was another video, you know what I mean, of some black history, you know what I mean? A little bit of black history, a little bit of that salt and pepper, you know what I mean? It's on this little YouTube channel. Feeding the appetite. But yeah, y'all, like I said, y'all comment, like, subscribe to the channel, man. Got a lot more content coming your way. You know what I mean? Like I said, we ain't on here just doing all that shoot 'em up, bang, bang, the illiterate stuff. We gonna do some common sense, some real sophisticated content. You feel me? I ain't gonna lie. I'm starting to like this. I'm starting to, you know what I mean, be a little bit more open to talk the way I want to talk on my channel and stuff like that. You know what I mean? And just show y'all who I really am. You know what I mean? Like I said, I love this stuff, man. I love doing this, man. I love doing this. It's my thing right here. But check this out. Y'all gotta get up out of here. I ain't waiting on nobody. I gotta go. It's getting late. You hear me? So check this out. In between time, y'all just be on the lookout, man. Be on the lookout for some more content coming your way. Comment, like, subscribe to the channel, man. One of the hot. I'm telling y'all, what I tell you, this shit gonna take off like a rocket, man. That's how it always do, man. You just gotta work hard and keep pushing and keep going, and it's gonna be all right. But I want everybody to know, man, God love y'all, man. Love yourself, love your kids, love your family, love the ones who love you. And everything gonna be all right. Straight up. But this has been another presentation of Dave's channel. Figure the 4-4, not gang related. Peace.